Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, November 9th, and I'm officially 15 weeks pregnant today with little baby girl who is due May 3rd. If you're new here, my name is Kaitlyn. I am on a journey to becoming a single mom by choice, and my little girl was conceived through IVF using donor sperm. And it's crazy that I'm in my second trimester. My symptoms this week have been pretty mild. I will say the heartburn is no joke. I'm living on Tums and some Prilosec just to get by. I'm trying to eat more like mild foods, even though my first trimester I was craving a lot of pasta and red sauce. That craving has gone away, so I'm trying to eat like more normal, a little bit more mild food with less acid, less Mexican, less Italian, just to kind of keep that heartburn at bay, which still is not working. It's still pretty bad. This week also, I've had a lot more cramping and like round ligament pain, I think it is. But definitely if I cough or I roll over too quickly, I definitely feel more stretching, more cramping and pulling in my lower abdomen. So I believe that is kind of round ligament pain starting as well. It's crazy. She's growing and it's been so hard to go the last few weeks without seeing her in an ultrasound. In my first trimester, I had so many ultrasounds between just going through IVF and then also my subchorionic hemorrhage and all of those things that I had a very quick ultrasound at my 12-week OB appointment just to do a heartbeat check. So I did get a few pictures of her then, but I haven't seen her since then. And it's probably the longest span of time I've gone without an ultrasound. My nausea has been pretty mild, basically gone. I am getting my energy back. I'm able to stay awake a lot longer. I was going to bed between like 7:30 and 8 there at the end of my first trimester, and that's now getting closer to like 8:30 or 9, so a little bit better. Still very early to bed, still very early to rise, but I'm giving myself grace and just letting myself sleep in if I need to, not really setting an alarm. If I don't get a workout in that day, I don't get a workout in that day, or I'll just go for a mild walk. I have been working out very consistently though. I have been trying to get to the gym or work out in my basement almost every day. It was really important to me throughout this pregnancy to stay active and to stay healthy and really keep my body moving. It's good for my mental health, and I know it will ultimately make labor and postpartum a lot easier. And so that's been something that's been really important to me, especially where I wasn't able to work out for about a month with the subchorionic hemorrhage. Getting back into the gym, getting my body moving again just feels really good. So that's been something I've been trying to do. I'm still lifting in the gym pretty much like I was lifting prior to getting pregnant. And obviously that may taper off, as I get more and more pregnant, but did some legs this week, was doing leg presses, leg extensions, trying to avoid lifting and like doing hamstring curls on my stomach, but really just feeling good to be in the gym and being active. I have a crazy busy end of November and December coming up, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little overwhelming. I probably bit off a little more than I can chew, but it will feel good to have kind of all of this done before going into the new year, because I do know that my January and February will also be crazy with work and baby showers and things like that. So just a little rundown of what I have coming up for baby stuff. I am in the process of moving and selling all of the furniture right now that is in the nursery, or what will be the nursery. So I'm in the process of that. Her nursery gets painted right before Thanksgiving. I have a custom closet going in her room at the beginning of December. I have my anatomy scan on December 11th. I have a 16-week OB appointment on December 16th. I have a fetal echo ultrasound on December 30th. I have Christmas in there, and then also my nursery furniture will all get delivered sometime in that mix of things as well. I'm still working full time, and then my mom is likely coming down to stay with me for about a week and a half to 2 weeks, having a hip surgery, so I will be helping her and taking care of her through all of this as well. So it's a lot going on at the end of November through December, but I will say it will feel good to kind of have all of the big stuff done before January comes and I get busy with work. Then I can do some of the small things and really just focus on organizing and finding a pediatrician and some of those types of things that still would need to get done. A little more admin than like actually hanging curtains and things like that. So it will feel nice to have the nursery pretty much done. I know I'm really early in the process, but that's just me. I'm very type A and very organized, and I kind of want everything in order. It gives me peace and really helps me kind of process what's next. In terms of baby, my next appointment is on November 18th, so another week and a half until I get to go to my OB. I will not have an ultrasound at that appointment. I'm pretty sure they'll just do the Doppler and check my fundal height. So I am debating. I'm still thinking I may go in for a private ultrasound maybe this week on Wednesday, possibly Tuesday or Wednesday this week, just to see baby girl. I had a lot of stress this week. Just life was lifing, and I was having a lot of cramping and a lot of stress. And I think it would just give me this added peace of mind to see her and see that everything is okay, just given the week I had last week. And then or my other thought is maybe I'll have that peace of mind once I go in for my 16-week appointment on the 18th. And if I leave that appointment with not being satisfied with just hearing her heartbeat on the Doppler, then I will go in for a private ultrasound that Wednesday following the appointment, just to see her again, get some added pictures. And I think it just will kind of give me some added calm and excitement and feel less overwhelmed, I'm hoping. So we'll see what I decide to do with that. I don't know. I know that there probably isn't going to be a huge change between 12 weeks and 5 days and 15 weeks, but I'm looking forward to, as I get further on in my pregnancy, doing some 3D ultrasounds to really see her face and things like that. But I feel like seeing her gives me this added push and excitement again, and like kind of calms my nerves a little bit. I did buy a home Doppler, and I have not been able to find her heartbeat at home. I know it's still kind of early for that. What I've been reading is like between 15 and 16 weeks. Sometimes you can hear it, but I do have an anterior placenta, so I don't know that that was a good move or if it's just causing additional anxiety. I haven't really gotten anxiety from that yet, just because I do know it's still early and I haven't found it yet, and I tried pretty much right after I knew she was okay. So I haven't really gotten any anxiety for that, but I do feel like it was kind of a waste of money. Maybe later on I'll be able to hear her heartbeat with that home Doppler, but as of right now, I can't. So it seems kind of useless. But I did also go buy my first pair of maternity pants. I've been rotating between leggings and one pair of black jeans and one pair of blue jeans, and I should be getting more dressed up for work, so I do need some black dress pants, and then would like a pair of jeans that just fits and will continue to grow, because I've got to tell you, my jeans right now are getting real tight. That button is getting ready to burst the second I sit down. So well, I don't really look super pregnant unless you knew me before and saw my body type before I got pregnant. That's probably the only people that would know that I am pregnant. I do just look like I've put on a little bit of weight, and my boobs have gotten a lot bigger. That's the first thing my mom said to me was like, "Oh my gosh, your boobs are massive." And that is very, very true. I've gone up like 2 cup sizes since getting pregnant. In terms of weight gain, I am not really stepping on the scale that often. I'm allowing myself to have my cravings, but also challenging myself to eat very healthy when I can, and as much as I can. And I know it's inevitable that I'm going to gain weight, but seeing my body change and kind of being at this awkward phase where I don't really look pregnant yet, but I definitely feel bigger, has been challenging mentally. I'm ready for my belly to just pop and actually look pregnant, and then maybe I'll feel better, and then just like questioning, is my body ever going to go back to looking the way it did? And as someone who cheered and was a gymnast and danced and had, some body dysmorphia, it is definitely challenging, but it's a different phase of life, and I'm just trying to embrace it. And me gaining some weight and having my belly grow means baby girl is growing, and so I'm just trying to channel that type of energy into the process and the changes that I'm facing. But like I said, overall, this week has been pretty chill. no real symptoms other than the heartburn and some cramping and round ligament pain, but pretty easy right now. So I'm grateful for that. And just a lot of stuff going on right now to get ready for baby. Not so much in the next couple of weeks, but starting around Thanksgiving, things are going to be ramping up. So I cannot wait to show you guys the nursery. I'm so excited. I did buy my nursery chair this week, so it's done. It's done, it's ordered, it's all on its way, and I am just so excited. I think it'll be so nice once everything gets delivered to just sit in her nursery and sit in that chair and just kind of take it all in when I have some downtime as well, and just really enjoy the space. So thank you so much for following me along. I know this week was kind of a boring update, but I am grateful for that in a lot of ways. But I will see you guys next week in my next one. I am going to be finalizing my stroller here in the next couple of weeks as well. I have to, because I think my parents would like to buy that for me for Christmas. So I do need to finalize that to let them know what I want. And once I figure that out, I will be also buying my diaper bag, and I'll do an unboxing of that with you. I just need to know which color to match my stroller. So I'll do an unboxing of the diaper bag. And someone else also mentioned kind of doing a roast my registry and seeing what I am registering for. So I might try to incorporate some videos like that if I have some time in the next week or two, just before things start to get a little bit crazy in December. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.